In life, you're going to come across many idiots, and it's a matter of how you want to deal with these idiots. You can choose to ignore them, you can be subtle, or at times you're going to have to choose violence.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again with a Ms. reaction, reacting to a particular situation, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to react to something very, very stupid, in my opinion, if I'm being absolutely honest about this whole situation. Neil Warnock, I don't know what he does now, ex-Cardiff manager. It's not even important. He's so irrelevant to even talk about what he does or what his achievements are and whatnot. I don't want to spend time on that. He's just a footnote, to be honest. But he had something very, very cheeky to say about Azpilicueta. Let's react to this. First of all, let's listen to what he had to say.
Do you think he's underrated for the job that he's done and for his longevity?
I think it goes two ways, really. I think he's been a very fortunate lad that he's actually at a club like Chelsea as well, because I don't think he's a great defender. So I think he's you know, you sometimes in football you need a bit of luck, and I think he's had a bit of luck that he's at the right time at the right place, mate. And that's what you need in football. You need a bit of luck to be successful. But he's, you know, I just think that now I think it's important, your captain's role.
TalkSPORT Breakfast.
I mean, before we get into some of the social media stuff, which is going to be very interesting to see how people reacted and whatnot, Neil Warnock says, fortunate, not a great defender, and lucky. I mean, sure, everyone needs luck. No one is successful without luck. Fortunate. Are we all fortunate in life in some way or another? Not a great defender. Now, this is something that absolutely baffles me. Azpilicueta, honestly speaking, before we look at some of the social media stuff, I can't remember a time where Azpilicueta dropped less than 7 out of 10. I swear to you, touching my heart, I cannot remember a time where Azpilicueta dropped less than 7 out of 10. He's probably been the most consistent player since we purchased him, I believe, in 2013 after our Champions League, the first time we won the Champions League glory. And I honestly cannot remember a single time where he was a bad player. The other factor is he's always been available. His versatility, he can play left back. He started as a left back under Mourinho. I still remember that. Jose Mourinho preferred him at left back. And he even went on to say that 11 Azpilicuetas wins you the Champions League. No controversy. Excellent defender. Excellent defender. Yeah, now, sure, his pace is, you know, his legs are given up and so on and so forth. That's very understandable for someone who's above 30 years old. But to say he's not a great defender, he was probably, and to say he's fortunate, sure, he's fortunate to come to Chelsea, but he's not been fortunate always to have the greatest team behind him. Since he took over as a captain, I don't think he's always had the best team, and he's had to do it tough. Yeah, maybe previously, before he was captain, when he first joined, yeah, there were some great teams, but it's not always been like that. His awareness, his positioning. There was a stage where he was the best. I think it was under Frank Lampard. He was probably the best right back, the best left back, and the best wing back as well, or best RCB, sorry, in the back three. It's phenomenal. And his achievements, let's have a look at the social media now. ESPN, has Azpilicueta been lucky to have the career he's had? No way. This is what Neil Warnock had to say. I think Azpilicueta has been very fortunate fortunate lad to be at the club like Chelsea. I don't think he's a great defender. It's incredible. This is why, people like Neil Warnock, they can't be successful managers. That's why they manage Cardiff City. God knows where he manages now. As I said, it's not even important. It's not even important. It's a footnote. But this is why these people, they got to think twice before they say stuff. It's incredible. John Terry took a personal, he took it quite personal when he heard this. This is what he tweeted at. Is this a wind-up? And added TalkSPORT, because obviously TalkSPORt's the one that invited Neil Warnock. And I believe Cesc Fabregas was another one that stood out for him. Look at this one, ladies and gentlemen. Cesar Azpilicueta has never made a mistake that has led to a goal in the Premier League. He has been at Chelsea for 9 years. Ridiculous. I think the discussion is finished. Neil Warnock needs to be ended after this particular statement. Cesar Azpilicueta has never made a mistake that has led to a goal in the Premier League. 9 years of football. He's never made a mistake that led to, oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Chelsea signing from League One. Cesar Azpilicueta. 7 million. These are the type of signings that I want to see now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get too excited about the big time signings, the 80, 90, 100 million. This, Cesar Azpilicueta for me will probably go down as one of the best signing for Chelsea Football Club. Undoubtedly. Give me one player that has been either as good as him or even better with similar amount of transfer fee. £7 million, ladies and gentlemen. £7 million, I believe 2013. Didier Drogba was 24 million. Eden Hazard, 32 million. Peter Cech, 7 million as well. Another big shout. Marco Essien, 26 million. Thiago Silva, 0. Thiago Silva for free, I suppose. Edouard Mendy, 22 million. Florent Malouda, 13.1. Cesar Azpilicueta, ladies and gentlemen, 7 million. One club. At least with Peter Cech, you can say, okay, he's undoubtedly a legend, but obviously he then went to Arsenal as he wasn't preferred. Courtois took over, but Cesar Azpilicueta has been here all along. All along. Look at that price, 7 million. I would die to get a player of that caliber for 7 million now. Incredible business. Cesar Azpilicueta acting like he's going to take the penalty to take the pressure off Kai Havertz. Truly, look at this. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this footage. This was in the Club World Cup. We saw it live. I was shook when Azpi picked up the ball. I was like, wow, Azpi. I mean, what a story. The captain picks up the ball to take the penalty, which will eventually led to the winning goal. I thought, he hasn't won this particular trophy. He's taking it up on himself. But it was all a facade. It was all for the fact that he was taking the pressure off. You guys would have all seen this. He was taking the pressure off Kai Havertz. He took all the barrage from Palmeiras, all the verbal barrage. And then once it was all over, he swiftly, you'll see very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, he cops all the verbal barrage. And this shows that not only he's a fantastic footballer, how smart he is. He was just able to cop a yellow card for Palmeiras as well right there. I mean, he's just copying it. All the Palmeiras players are just talking it up, talking non-stop nonsense to him. He's not buying anything. He's just simply listening. And then once everyone was moved away, he just passes the ball over to Kai Havertz. It's incredible. This type of mentality and smartness is next level, ladies and gentlemen. Callum Verley, to call Cesar Azpilicueta lucky is an insult. The Chelsea captain is up there with John Terry and Frank Lampard as one of the all-time greats, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. He goes down as one of the greatest without saying too much. Adam Newson, Neil Warnock hasn't got over the goal Cesar Azpilicueta scored against Cardiff in 2019 despite being offside, has he? 100% right. It looks like this guy's still salty over that situation. Just pause that a little bit. Yeah, it seems like he's still salty over that situation. Olivier Bazaglo. The more I watch the video of Azpilicueta taking the ball in the Club World Cup final before the pen, the more I appreciate what he's actually doing. Real captain behavior, and I love that 100%. Look at this from Vince. Prime Azpilicueta was a beast in 1v1, almost unbeatable. Jose once said 11 Azpilicuetas could win Chelsea the Champions League. No Chelsea fan will say he hasn't been good. He's also up there among the most consistent players we have had at Chelsea. I'm telling you right now, Prime Azpilicueta, as Vince said, positional awareness. I barely remember him getting beaten. Some key goals he's scored for us as well. Assist. I still remember that season where he was pumping assists for Morata. A Morata that was flopping. He was the one that was keeping Morata afloat single-handedly. And there's been many other instances where he's drove the team with his goals. It's incredible, but it's his defense. It's his defending that's been impeccable. I can't believe Neil Warnock said that he's not a good defender. Goal, 2012, Chelsea signed Cesar Azpilicueta for 7 million. 2022, Cesar Azpilicueta becomes the first player to win every major trophy with Chelsea. First player to win everything. Actually, I take it back. It can't be all luck. You make your own luck. You make your own luck. There's been so many greats that has played for Chelsea. He's the first one to win it all. You've got to be kidding me. Cesar Azpilicueta is the first player in Chelsea's history to have won the following trophies at the club: Premier League, Champions, Europa League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Dave completes the set. Sensational. This is what Matisse said a few days ago. Azpilicueta is the only Chelsea player in history that can officially say he's won it all. Played in inferior squads to those Terry, Lampard, Drogba would have played in. Played 4 different positions and sworn off every challenge in 3 eras and rebuilds. He's in that group of legends. That is absolutely perfectly said, ladies and gentlemen. He's not always been fortunate. He's played in inferior teams. He has, and he's carried them defensively for so many managers that has come and gone over the last, since he was purchased back in 2013. Every manager has favored Azpilicueta. Every manager. And to say he's not a good defender, forget about he's a legend of this football club. There is no doubt. If this is the end, and even if this isn't the end for Azpilicueta this season, he goes down as a legend, undoubtedly. He will go down as one of the best, one of the all-time legends, if we ever thought about it in that manner. And I'll kid you not. Proper role model, no controversy. You cannot find a single bit of controversy on Azpilicueta. Proper defender, proper Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. All the rebuilds, as Matisse said, that he's seen through. He's stuck around. And for every manager, he's been the number one. Even when Thomas Tuchel came in, I still remember the first thing Thomas Tuchel did was reinstate Azpilicueta back into the team. And I still remember it was the game against Wolves. And he said, I need my captain back into the team. I need my captain back. I need that authority back. And Azpilicueta brings that authority. Thomas Tuchel praises Azpilicueta a lot. Mourinho, as you already know, 11 Azpilicueta wins the Champions League. I think I know who I'm going to listen to. For Neil Warnock to say what he did just shows the kind of caliber of manager he is. Utter nonsense. Let me know what you thought about this particular comment that Neil Warnock said in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about Cesar Azpilicueta's, I suppose, tenure, his period in Chelsea Football Club. For me, he's an absolute legend. Absolute legend. Until next time, everyone. See ya.